Ginga Madura today. Gonna pop the chat. Uh, uh, no, wrong shit. Damn. There you go. Alright. No. I want to do the last extra chapter for this game and then I'll fully uninstall it. Extra all cast review session. What is this? Thank you for buying Higurashi When They Cry, Onikakushi. A visual novel by 7th expansion. How was it? If you enjoyed it even a little bit, it would make me happy. Even a little bit is stretching it. That incredibly dark ending made me angry, you know? It made me happy, you know? I don't care what you think. Your ending was the worst. Not even ending. Your arc. Your whole fucking reason they made the shit. Remade the shit. Made me angry. Made us angry. Yeah, made everybody angry. As I understand it, this Onikakushi chapter is supposed to be somewhat of a prologue to the entire series. Do you think I know what that fucking word means? How could a prologue have such an incredibly dark ending? That's how you tie the viewer in. Entice them to want to read more. Introduction or preface. Oh, preface. What do you call it? A sound novel? Visual novel? Let me go back. A visual novel. Yeah. Why the fuck does this, like, wiki or whatever call it a sound novel? Yeah, but doesn't that happen sometimes? The player digging through the story in order to avoid a bad ending is the point of these types of games after all. I didn't get to do shit though. I made no choice. I was just reading. It's still just the first chapter. I'm looking forward to the next one. What happens in the next chapter? Do you know? Oh. Yeah, they said the next chapter will introduce another aspect of the story. So, I mean, this chapter introduced the syringe. The way they made it sound, it didn't seem like you got shot by the syringe. It made it seem like you, whoa, pam pam, like karate flipped them. But I mean, you were sick and they gave you the shot, so they didn't need to give you it again. But most people won't pick up on that their first time through. Anyway, I don't know what I'm yapping about. That's a strange way of putting it. What does that mean? In this chapter, they introduced the string of mysterious deaths that were happening in Hinamizawa recently, right? The next chapter will introduce some of the history of Hinamizawa. With one strange event happening after another, I got totally lost. What exactly is Oyashiro-sama's curse about? Actually, what is Oyashiro-sama to begin with? They didn't explain it much. Is this the, like, translation team speaking about it? Or is this just, like, what was in the original? Way back when? I don't remember. I didn't remember because I never knew about it. Whenever he originally released it. I haven't heard much about it. But I have kind of a bad feeling about it. feels like it'll be another one of those scary stories where somebody gets cursed again. Tough luck, eh, K-chan? What kind of curse is he gonna get hit with this time? That implies that he's the one that's cursed. It could be you. It could be her. It could even be K-chan again, cursed. Bro, I swear they can't go with her ending. They can't go with Arena's ending because that'd be way too similar back to back. It would feel gross. If they do, they have to skip past like a lot. It's pretty much the same thing. However, I am looking forward to seeing what kind of story it's going to be. You can say that again. Sorry for being late. My bad. Hey everybody. Good work today. Same to you too. Or yeah, same to you. Huh? Where's Kei-chan? Keiichi-kun is already off reading the script for the next chapter. It must be hard being the main character. Huh? That's too bad. Could have at least poked in to say hello. Yeah. You didn't want to draw his sprite, bro, because you didn't have an idea of what you wanted him to look like. I'm guessing. It's probably because he doesn't have any character art. Yeah, well, damn. So he couldn't poke his head in even if he wanted to. Pika-san, that's what we refer to as a personal problem. Oh shit, let me change the fucking category, bro. I am not in that game, bro. In any case, that story really was a lot of trouble, especially for Keiichi-kun and Arena-chan. Trouble? That was the mother of all bad ends. Bad. I think that was the... I don't remember the other endings with like Mion's sister and shit like that. Because I somehow missed them when I was watching the anime. But that was my favorite ending. This one. I wonder, what was the identity of the thing that attacked Keiichi-kun? Or what thing? I mean, those people? My theory is that it was the work of people made to look like a curse. Now I'm losing them. What are they talking about? But at the end, Keiichi made that phone call. Yeah, I also thought that call was strange. At that point, Keiichi should have been certain that the culprits were people. Yeah, but he said some shit like, I didn't believe in it, but I do. It is the curse. That is really weird. That really was a strange phone call. It almost sounded like he was being chased by a ghost or something. Exactly. Just from that phone call, it really makes me think that it was the work of a curse after all. Yeah, I think that's what he wants me to think too. Since we're all here, why don't we all share our theories? Let's start with Sonozaki-san. I absolutely believe it was people. I think it was a man-made incident that was just imitating the strange folklore floating around Hinamizawa. Certainly. Every year on the day of the festival, for another link in the chain of mysterious deaths that happen certainly is suspicious. That so-called chain of mysterious deaths is definitely somebody trying to reenact the folklore. Definitely. I think it was the curse. Looking at the scene where Keiji-san went berserk in the entryway, and the last scene with the phone call, I just couldn't come to the conclusion that a person was the culprit. When you say it that way. Why y'all saying that like y'all weren't involved, bro? Like the two people that tried to kill him said, yeah, it was definitely people. But like, this bitch that like stopped being involved in the story near the fucking end. It's like, it's the curse. It really wasn't the type of scene that would make you think it was the work of an actual person. Wouldn't you know? You were like supposedly creeped up behind him. Yeah, but even then, I still think it was a person who did it. That last scene and the one with the entryway, I think it might have been a delusional episode brought about by post-traumatic stress disorder. But he saw it. He saw her when going back into memories. He doesn't know how. He didn't see her before, but he saw her for sure. I wouldn't know what's going on anymore, even if you didn't use such complicated words. In other words, Keiichi was so scared that he was imagining things. And then, what was the meaning behind that scene? What exactly was that mysterious presence behind Keiichi? A red herring. Redherring. The fucking guy creating this is trying to throw me into a loop. What about the end part where he's calling on the phone? Why would he say that? Yeah, a feeling could be a red herring, but why would he say it was the curve? Like, even at the very end, you have the like mental capacity to call. Like, you didn't even have the card on you, I don't think. You just remembered his number and called it, and then boom. Curse. Like, what the fuck? Like old man Tony Take here said, that scene was the result of Kei-chan having a stress-induced delusion from being mentally cornered. To expand on that a bit further, it was a ploy to make the player think it was a curse. That's why it was a red herring. When you say it like that, but, ha ha ha, well, it just means that there's that possibility. In that case, the theory that Oishi-san proposed during the story, that it was a conspiracy by the villagers, was correct. What does the man himself have to say about that? What do you have to say about that? Me? Ah ha ha ha. It makes you think, eh? Huh? I totally thought that Oishi-san would be behind the people explanation. During the story, I'd say it was definitely the work of people, but if a person really was to blame, that leaves a lot of loose ends. Like what? Let us hear what Detective Oishi-san's theory is. First of all, if a human is the culprit, then there has to be a motive. In other words, somebody has to gain something from it. So what do you mean? So what you mean is, if this was the work of people, there would have to be something gained from causing a chain of mysterious deaths. Exactly. I felt that somebody could have benefited from the deaths of people related to the dam development, but the recent victims weren't related to that at all. Yeah, why are these people doing it? For what? Just for fun? Seems kind of lazy. First off, who benefits from killing Keiichi-kun? I see. If you say it like that, my case is kind of weak too. I mean, none of your money was stolen. There's no way it was human culprits, but we don't know what you did. The story, this chapter didn't tell us that you went in that fucking temple. You went in that bitch. And then in another chapter where you roped Keiichi into it. They didn't tell us that part, bro. Don't be acting innocent now. There's no way it was human culprits. But it's not everything there is to it, right? Like Mi-chan just said, there might have been some sort of reason for them to reenact the folklore. I hate when you feel a sneeze and it doesn't come. Exactly. This wasn't a murder where you consider the typical motives. It makes me think that this was most likely some sort of ritualistic murder to reenact the blood-stained history of the village. So I'll ask the question of the hour. Who gains from this reenactment? It's not about simple benefit. It's more psychological. Who cares why they did it? Is it really something that can fucking make you itch your own throat out? Claw your own throat out? Let's talk about the method. I think that maybe this was an act of revenge. Something native to the region. Fate was unable to be fooled this time around. I see. Remember some repressed family looking to air out an old grudge of their ancestors. Something like that. I don't like that. Then what is it? It couldn't be that you're leaning towards the cursed explanation, Oishi-san. That's right, that's right. The man playing the detective said so. It's decided. It was a curse. If like how Maibara-san said during the story, it was the case that Oyashiro-sama possessed Arena-san and Sonozaki-san and committed those acts, that would fit the evidence the most. But how did they know where the fucking note was? Like, they knew it was behind the clock because they fucked with it, and they took the syringe. How it's not like he took the clock down, murked Sonozaki and I don't know, and then put the clock back up, so it's like the clock's clean but the wall's dirty type of thing. I don't know, man. They just know, bro. Huh? You know, that would fit the evidence the most. As much as I hate to say it. Actually, I'm of the same opinion as Oishi-san. Of course you are. You don't want to seem like you're just truly malicious. I can't come up with any other explanation for the normally kind Nadena and Mi-chan to suddenly start acting strange like that. Oh, just demons. About that, it may sound strange coming from the person herself, but I think that Mion, did it. I don't get what Mi is saying. I'd like an explanation. Oh, sorry. In other words, I think this may end up being a really cruel story. Huh? Wait, Mi-chan. You don't mean... If we follow the trail of evidence to the very end, that's how it would seem. I also have my suspicions. In other words, Arena-san and Sonozaki-san both actually had those personalities to begin with, and were merely deceiving Maibara-san. Am I right? I don't like that at all. Wah. This is all the curse's fault. Nen-san and Mion-san and everybody else are all kind and nice people. I think that too. I think that Ren and Mion are really good people at heart. I think that during the story they definitely were possessed by something. So Rena also thinks it was a curse. Then let me ask everybody who thinks it was a curse. There has to be a reason for a curse, right? I don't think there would be something indiscriminately cursing everything. Can somebody explain that? A curse is a curse. Human logic won't get us anywhere. Ahaha, Satoko-chan. A personified deity is, in the end, nothing more than the creation of people. That's why their method of thinking is also understandable to humans. Just take a look at the Greek pantheon. They cry, get angry, get jealous. Basically, they're just like humans. It's the pantheon, just another word for like group of gods and shit. And lumps them all together and just say pantheon. So what you're saying is that Oyashiro-sama is cursing people with some benefit in mind? That's an odd way of putting it, but basically, yes. That's why they say, far from Jupiter, far from this dumb nigger. Ahaha, you do have a point. Basically, it doesn't matter if it's a Yashiro-sama or humans, there has to be a reason. But Rika, what if that reason isn't clear? I don't know. Ah ha 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 ha. That's right. This is still just a prologue. There's still a lot of stuff that hasn't been revealed yet. Yeah, it's hard to come up with any more theories at this point. No, I won't be satisfied until this is all made clear. Yeah, I think it's better if it was left unclear. Let me fix these windows, bro. What the hell? Close that. Close that. Fuck it. Mion-san seems rather particular about this as well. Ha ha ha. We'll just make the best with what we know. Doesn't this feel interesting? Like the club a little bit? Ah, yeah. If you put it that way, it does seem interesting. Well then, let's summarize. Let's see. I think it was a curse. Samitake-kun thinks it was people, right? Yeah. I'll go with it being people. I also agree with the people explanation. That's not to say I hate such fantastic things like curses, but in this particular case, the connection to a curse is a little weak. 2 for people explanation then. Nana-san was on the curse side of things, right? Yep. Sataka-chan and I believe it was a curse, right? Yeah, I think it was a curse. People who say that Nana and Mion-san were evil to begin with are more befitting of a curse. Well, I don't want to believe that my own personality was that twisted, but I have to be cool when I'm in club mode. If I base my choice on just emotion, I'll regret it, you know? Well, no. Doesn't really matter which side you pick, does it? Huh, Rika-chan hasn't said anything yet. What do you think? I don't think that Yashiro-san is a bad god. Huh, that's an interesting opinion. I don't want to worship some bad god that just curses people. I'd like a generous god more than one that curses. That's right, Rika-chan is a shrine maiden. Yep, good opinion. Then what? If Rika-chan doesn't believe that it was a Yashiro-sama, then do you think the perpetrators are human after all? We'll just go with that. He knows something, bro. Well now, that means the votes are split, right? Right down the middle. So half of us think it was a curse and half of us think it was people. Chan, just for reference, what did the test players who played the beta version think? Yeah. There were a lot more players who believed in the people explanation. See, right there. Our veteran comrades are cool, collected, and very observant. But the beta version only finished partway through the story. That's right. Even the people who played the beta might change their minds if they got through to the very end. What should we do then? This means that the opinions are still split. It's no fun if we don't sell this. We need there to be an odd number of judges, in other words. We need one more opinion. You can ask me? Perfect timing then. Why don't we ask Keiichi-kun himself? Let's call him. The opinion of the victim himself is very valuable. Since that's decided, it's time for the phone. Did I get a choice? Hello, Keiichi-kun? It's Arena. Are you busy with work right now? Yeah, really busy. Just when I thought I'd get a break because the chapter's over, it's already time for the next one. How's Kei-chan? Busy? Yeah, he's moping. I can hear you, you know? It must be nice having a wrap-up party. I wanted to go too. You can come if you get some character art for yourself. Because that's a secret. Sorry about that, Keiichi-kun. Anyways, during the current chapter, Keiji-kun, didn't you die? Yeah, you died too. By these hands. We were just talking about who the culprit might be. Basically, we're deadlocked on whether it was people or Yashiro-sama's curse that killed you. I'm really sorry. Even though you're busy reviewing the script, Keiji-kun, which do you think it was? That's obvious, isn't it? Which? Isn't it both of them? Targeted by suspicious people from the village and then cursed by some strange Yashiro-sama on top of that. It's both humans and a curse. Everybody's just picking on me. Everybody's just picking on me. So, very, very pitiful. Yeah, pitiful. Next time I'll pat you on the head for you. In the end, the opinion's still split, huh? I'll think this over again. You might have missed something. Well then, please look forward to the next release, Higurashi When They Cry, Watanagashi. Nice. That's all achievements for that game. Bro, how did I get a single trading card? As more badges are crafted by members of the community. Huh? So if I craft a badge, somebody randomly gets a booster pack? Come on. Bull jive. Wait. The teacher has a card? What the fuck? You never see the teacher. She doesn't even have a sprite. I guess that's part of the joke, I guess. Everybody's got a sprite except for Keiji. Anywho, I can uninstall this now. I got a cough, bro. Spit the what? Oh. Those are original. Display confirmation boxes. Huh? I've got nothing else. Nothing else to do, nothing else planned. I could start a little bit of this. Watanagashi, the most possibilities. Oh, there's selectors. How's your taste of life in Hinamizawa? A curse or conspiracy? I believe you have fully enjoyed everything and everyone seeming suspicious. Here at last is no surprise attack, but a real direct incident. What? Please enjoy it. The difficulty is lower than Onikakushi, but is extremely vicious. Bro, the difficulty is lower. What difficulty? Oh, this is where they added this stuff, huh? I will not quench your thirst, for you seek the truth and could not accept that. I will not quench your thirst, for the truth you desire does not exist. But I still am, but I still want to quench your thirst, for I am the one who cast you into the desert. Frederica Berncastle. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons or organizations is entirely coincidental. AD 1983, the early summer of the 58th year of the Showa era. Didn't the first game start with a quote by Berncastle, the witch? Burn the witch. The chirping of birds served as my alarm clock. Huh? Wasn't today Sunday? Wasn't it basically my style to stay up late on Saturday and sleep through the morning on Sunday? Why was I waking up at this disgustingly wholesome hour? Back to sleep, back to sleep. KG, are you awake? Is this gonna start? Where is this gonna start? You have a phone call. At that moment, the sound of my mother calling me from downstairs finally registered. Phone call. I sprang up out of bed abruptly and stampeded noisily down the stairs. A phone call? For me? He's awake. I'll put him on right now. My mother informed the person on the other end of the line. Hello? It's me. Who might this be? Ah ha ha ha. It's not loud. It's kind of loud. BGM. Put it like, man. No. Ah ha 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 ha. Morning, Keiichi-kun. You're such a sleepyhead. Such a sleepyhead. I don't know. With her repeating words and lines. Oh, Rena, what's up? Calling so early in the morning. I don't think it's so early. It's the middle of the day, you know. It was 11 o'clock. Yeah, it's basically the middle of the day. Guess you could loosely consider that the middle of the day. So, what's up? Hold on a second. I put Mi-chan on right there, on now. Ohayo, Kei-chan. If I were to say it in English, that'd be good morning. Good morning. I think I'll do my taxes. While we're at it, why don't you try saying in Chinese, German, and Russian as well? Ni hao. Ni hao, Kei-chan. Guten Morgen, Kei-chan. Russian? Das Vidanya. How the hell should I know? Das Vidanya. I don't know. Wah. Well, whatever. This stupid conversation has woken me up. Ha 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 ha. That's good to hear. So, Kei-chan, you free right now? If you're good, then we got everybody. Everybody? You should mean all the club members? That's right. You might be thinking, every day always ends in heated competition, but at least I can spend my day off peacefully. You're too naive, Kei-chan. Yeah. The aim of our club is to find the best solution for every situation. Still kind of loud. In other words, we don't care if it's the weekend. Oh, looks like Kei-chan's come to understand our club. So how about it? Can you come? What if I just said no? Fucking game ends right there. I had absolutely nothing planned that day. But that meant I didn't want to do anything. If I were to refuse Club President Neon's invitation, what other fun ways to pass the time would I have? Sleeping. It's not like I planned on doing anything. And if I said no, you'd probably just declare me the loser by default and force a penalty game on me anyways. If you understand that much, then you can't refuse, right? Right? If you're okay with it, then meet at the usual place at 1 o'clock. We're going into town, so bring your bike, okay? Club activities in town. If the whatchamacallit, if the community screenshots that I saw had anything to do with it, I might meet Mion's sister this like playthrough. But that's depending on if it was just random fan art or what, you know. Well, club activity in town. Well, we could do them anywhere. Besides, since it was a new venue, there was no way this wasn't going to be intense. I'm holding a pretty big grudge from that narrow loss a couple days ago. But what about the fucking the needle? Why they didn't go into depth at all? Mion and Nana aren't bad people. They just put a needle in your fucking dongle or a rice cake or whatever. They're totally nice. Oh yeah, we're just gonna, you know, threaten you. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Holding a pretty big grudge from that narrow loss a couple days ago. I'll say it right now, I'm not going to lose. A couple of days ago was Friday's club activities. That uncompromising poker match. It was a fight to the death. Nobody held back. Nobody could tell who was in the lead or who was last until all the points were tallied. In the end, I won by only one chip. Mion came in second. Damn it. To think if I hadn't squandered that one chip, Mion lamented thus, perhaps more so that than the fact she lost the match. The fuck? Mion doesn't lose. That's why Mion only whined when she let the champion's throne slip through her fingers. That's why she was more frustrated than anybody over a close loss. So, did she mean for today to be a grudge match? Bring it on. Just like last time, I'll shut you down and make you play that penalty game. Make sure you play in a way that you won't regret it when you lose. Heh. Wouldn't have it any other way. It'll make it all the more better when I crush you. After that, we exchanged jeers for a bit before hanging up the phone. As I headed back upstairs hastily to get the key to my bike, I bumped into my mother as she was carrying a futon down. Oh, Keiichi, you seem like you're in a good mood. Heading out? Something like that. I'm going into town to play with everybody. Take care. Watch out for traffic. Be back before dinner. Yeah, I'll be back by then. Why is she taking a futon downstairs? After unlocking the chain for my bike in the garage, I reveled a bit in the resistance the slightly stiff pedal gave as I pushed on it. Alright, let's go. I set off on my bike, cutting through the refreshing morning air. Keiichi-kun, she's still got her gun, bro. The sprites are still the same. You're late. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Where's South Dakota and Rika-chan? Rika. Rather than meeting up with them here, it's a lot quicker to just meet up in town. Oh, I see. If I remember correctly, South Dakota and Rika-chan's houses were on the other side past the school. Oh yeah, what's up with doing club activities in town? It can't be that everybody's gonna put on masks and rob banks all day, is it? A I wouldn't mind doing that. Even then, I wouldn't lose to you. Bro, you see, Mi-chan always tells me the routes and schedules of the armed what? Mi-chan always tells me the routes and schedules of the armored bank cars. I wonder why. I wonder why. What? I spun around with a serious look on my face and looked at Mion. Well, it certainly seemed possible that Mion was capable of doing that. Seriously, Mion? I don't know. What are you saying? Ah ha ha ha. Sorry, Mi-chan, sorry. Ah ha ha. The two of them joked around. That bright laughter was the best match for a beautiful day like today. Hey, you two. Satoko and Rika-chan are waiting for us, aren't they? Let's stop fooling around and get going. Around and around, fooling about like two fluttering butterflies. I earnestly wished I could just keep watching them like this. But the five of us together would be absolutely more fun. That's right. Well then, let's go. The goal is to plunder 1 billion. Once we split the loot, everybody scram. Yeah. Three of us on our bikes headed over the gently sloping hill towards town. Accelerating hard, we crested the hill. The view expanded as Okonomiya Station came into sight. I occasionally come to the station here. Considering the amount of effort it takes to get back there, to get here though, it was quite a hassle. That's why I didn't know much about the area around the station, or Okonomiya itself for that matter. The street we were headed down today was of course unfamiliar to me as well. Going through the railway crossing, we headed past the south end of the station. This is the first time I've been this way. Around here, there's lots of things like arcades and toy stores. Mi-chan knows a lot about it. So there's an arcade. I used to go to one pretty often. There's an arcade I used to go to one pretty often. My gamer's blood royals within me. Royals? Always going to an arcade? K-chan, you're quite the delinquent. Next time we're here, I'll show you where it is. It's a good one. There's quite a few machines. Seems like the town of Okonomiya was Mion's stomping grounds. If I asked her, she could tell me a lot of things about it. Eventually, we came across a store with quite a few bikes parked in front of it. Oh, this is the sister route. This startup seems way familiar. Was this the arcade? And it's like, yeah, and I saw a screenshot. Yeah, okay. Screenshots kind of exploded. Not really, but no, it was. It kind of did, yeah. And they're so close up because there weren't a lot of news bulletins or whatever. So it's like you go on the page for it in your library, and boom, you already see 2 screenshots. It's like, I kind of have an idea. What does this mean? Maybe it's your first time, but it's like, now it's just like reading for reading's sake. Once you know which one you're reading. Was this the arcade? No, it was a smaller shop. Looking at the window display, it seemed like your everyday toy shop. But for almost 10 kids to be filing in and out of the store, they were doing almost too well for themselves. Could it be that store is having some sort of event today? Exactly. Top prizes, Gomon and 50,000 yen. 50,000? What the heck is that? What, 500 bucks? But even now, it's probably like 485, 479, somewhere around there. What the heck is that? That's the GMP of the People's Republic of Keiichi 5 times over. GNP. Gross National P People's Republic of Keiichi. Two cute fingers. Two cute figures messing about the front of the store noticed us to wave their hands. I don't think I'm. I did. Hello, everybody. We've been waiting for you. Good morning. Hey. Morning, Rika-chan. Satoko. We'll sell this before the cops get here. The goal is to plunder 1 billion. Huh? Keiichi-san, I have no idea what you're talking about. Are we late? Did we keep you two waiting? We finished early today, so we've been waiting a while. I'm sorry about that. Kei-chan here was taking his sweet time. Well, if it was Keiichi's fault, it couldn't be helped. Wow. Saying that, Rika-chan stretched up and began patting Mion's head. Hey, wait a minute. Are you solving everything by making me the bad guy? Of course. Who else but Keiichi-san could fill this important role? Oh ho ho ho. I don't like being cast like that. If you think that this will solve everything, you're sorely mistaken. I was feeling slightly irritated, so I began to repeatedly smack Satoko on the head. Smack, smack, smack. KK is bullying me. Wah. Such a shame that Keiichi's bullying you. Satoko's crying. She's crying. Taking her home. Your big sis here will take care of the bad guy, okay? Yeah. I was expecting that. Wham! And then I ecstatically wiped the tears, which were probably fake, from Satoko's face, while Rika-chan gently patted mine as I lay sprawled on the ground. Yes, this is fine. Yep. This is the way things are supposed to be solved. Although, I think we should find a new punchline before you start losing teeth. Well then, upsy daisy. In any case, the greeting for today went well. In about an hour, like 10 more minutes, and I'm like, call it. Inside the toy shop, there was about 10 boys around the same age as me. Apparently, they all knew Mion, and finding out that she had arrived, they greeted her with jeers at a few at a time. Mii-chan is a regular at this toy shop, so she has a lot of friends. A regular at a toy shop. What's up with that? Her grandpa or uncle owns the place. Hey, Keiichi-san, take a look back here. Following Satoko's prompting, I took a look. There were chairs lined up at tables, almost like some sort of birthday party. I realized it immediately. It couldn't be. This is the venue for today's club activities. Surprise, Kei-chan? I'm good friends with the owner here. He sometimes lets me hold game tournaments to expand his customer base. Expand his customer base. I see. Meaning, all the boys livening up the place. Livening up the place. We're participants? That's right. Normally, it's just us 5. But today, we're gonna play with lots and lots of people. And I was innocently happy about being able to play with so many people, but my expression grew noticeably stern. Keiichi-san, I know exactly what you're thinking. Oh? Well then, why don't you try saying it? Together, okay? 1, 2. These are all enemies. Satoko's voice and mine blended together in harmony. Big ass backpack, bro. God damn. I looked over at the participants. After all, the top prize was 50,000 yen. I see that One Piece poster or whatever. I don't know what that is next to it though. See what looks like cards. Don't know what type of cards. See a Gundam looking thing. Pokemon, I think that's Pikachu right there. My eyes lit up like a flame. Hey, K-chan. Hey, K-chan. K-chan. Looks like today will be fun. Today will be fun. Well, no matter how many more rivals I have, the goal is still the same. Rivals? K-chan, do you think a whale keeps track of all the krill it eats? She said that in an unpleasant voice, laughing with the aggressive glint in her eyes, reserved solely for club activities. Damn it, Mio. She's as serious as she can get today. I'm not the only one who's serious. Take a look at Rika-chan. Mion pointed, looking at where her finger directed me. What the heck is that? Rika-chan was using those kinds of traits to soften up the group with an almost excessive pleasantness. I'm also going to do my best. Go for it, yay. Go for it, yay. Completely emasculated, the group joined Rika-chan in a cheer. The inside of the store had been consumed by the world of Rika-chan. Damn, she's already chomping at the bit. It seems like today's gonna be fun. I'm gonna do my best. How? It seemed that Elena was also unusually fired up by the large crowd. Hopping about and running around, she had entered entirely into cute mode. And in this case, the real fun starts when her tension gauge fills up. Her happy-go-lucky attitude belied the fact that this was the state in which she was the most threatening. Mio was making small talk with some of the regular customers she was acquainted with. It was like business as usual with her. Of course, if anybody thought that Mion looked ordinary, they were not qualified to be in our club. The shadow beneath her feet was exuding killer instinct, rising up like a chill wind. Damn it, Mion. Throwing away her honor and humanity like that. She's serious. What else can I see in here? I see Yu-Gi-Oh, I think. I see Yu-Gi-Oh. It's probably a stretch to call that Dragon Ball up there. That's definitely an Namco logo, right? What does it mean to me? Oh, no. She's serious. Keiichi-san, didn't you know? The 50,000 yen prizes from Mion-san's own pockets. What? She's got it like that? Alright. She's putting up the 50,000 yen all by herself? At that moment, a dark miasma that warped Mion's surroundings began to appear. See those N64 controllers? Some candy bars, okay. What is it, Kei-chan? Is there something on my face? A shiver crept up my spine. That Mion, cornering herself like that, she was pulling out the demon lurking within her. Fine with me. Damn it, my knees are shaking like crazy. Before I realized it, the store had filled up with even more people. Listen to the song. However, the looks in their eyes weren't confrontational. They were looks of expectation and curiosity. They were the eyes of onlookers who were wondering what kind of match was going to occur and who was going to win. You couldn't ask for a better stage than this. This is getting interesting. Keiichi-kun, well, let's do our best, okay? Do our best. Howl. Ren was already fully charged. Mortal laws and common sense held no power before the might of Lena in her cute mode. This shit kills me, man. I definitely did want to fight her, if possible. I've noticed you guys have been ignoring Satoko-chan. Everybody's in their battle ready state, but what about her? Rika-chan, do your best. We're all cheering you on. Okay, I'll do my best. Rika-chan, who was exuding way too much charm no matter how you looked at it, had already won over most of the onlookers to her side. Nonchalantly, avoiding things had always been Rika-chan's creed, but for her to be blatantly laying out her machinations like this, something was definitely strange. Like Rena, she was somebody who I didn't want to fight if I could help it. Of course, the one you don't want to fight the most is Mion-san. I've been lucky to even leave alive more than a few times at the end of club activities, but I don't think there was a day that even came close to being this dangerous. Mion-san seems to have developed quite the grudge after losing that poker match a few days back, you know. Seems that way. In other words, today is just an elaborate stage for her revenge. Almost as though she were psychic, Mion turned towards us. Her eyes silently conveyed the message. You guys just figured that out now? It wasn't just Mion. Both Rena and Rika-chan were more pumped up than they'd ever been. Yeah, one's gonna pop up today. Without a doubt, there'll be casualties. It seems that somehow Keiichi-san and I are the only ones left. What do you think? Should we not have our match during the opening round? Might as well. I need to warm up before I can really kick it into gear. My spinal column shuddered like it had been struck by a bolt of lightning, and like a pillar of ice was being jammed into it, began to freeze. I could almost see the flames backlighting Satoko with their intensity. Even then, while Satoko was displaying a normal smile, it was cold and inhuman, almost as if it were a plastic mask. Heh, you must really want to eliminate me in the opening round. You can't hide that murderous intent. Oh, that's too bad. You're being uncharacteristically cautious today, Keiichi-san. Well, I mean, you did get betrayed last chapter. Ho ho ho. So it goes like this. It goes best ending, sister ending. When does it go back to Helena ending? I don't know. Ho ho ho. Without a doubt, it was a trap. I don't know what she had up her sleeve, but if I fought with Satoko during the opening round, my loss would be more certain than if I went against Mion. A pitch black miasma permeated the inside of the store. Did they all want to win that 50,000 yen prize that much? No, that's not right. The only ones competing for the prize money were the casual participants. I was different. I had mistaken this as just a way to fool around on a normal Sunday. It didn't matter what it was or where it was, or who our opponents were. In our club, the goal is always the very top of the mountain. An intense flame that no strong winds could extinguish, hot enough to melt any steel, began to burn inside me. The fuse had been lit on this unprecedentedly intense club battle. It was then that the owner of the store told Mion in a lackadaisical voice that it was about time to begin. Is everybody ready? Listen close now. Mion began with the formalities, standing in for the owner and explaining the rules of today's tournament. You're only playing to win. There's no second or third place. That's the same rule as our club. There were 15 people participating. We were to split up into 5 groups via draw, and each group would have one winner. Each winner in the first stage would advance to the next in order to compete in the final. Now, as for how each group will compete, each table can decide to play whatever they want. As long as the game is here in the shop, anything goes. Already in club mode DEFCON 1, I didn't let the small gap in the rules go unnoticed. Mion, could I ask a question? When everybody pushes to play a game they're good at and not be able to agree on which one? How? That's right. If we can't decide, we can't start. The spectators also nodded along. It was only natural. There wasn't anybody who would simply cede to their opponent's suggestion. I'd prefer if you were all good sports and managed to come up to a decision on your own. But if it comes to a stalemate, should we have the store's owner decide for you? It was an event at a toy store after all. You'd expect the owner to referee. After that, Mion's rundown continued. It ended with the rule that any losing participants would have to buy the game they lost at, a rather nice proposition for the store. First, we used the draw to split into 5 groups. Broke by hour. I feel like there's a good 7 point. I'm calling. Everybody lined up single file and began to draw tickets that the shop owner had prepared. It was my turn. Alright, time to draw. No matter who I was up against, I'd crush him. At that moment, Mion began to laugh with a hawkish gleam in her eye. Of course, I'm sure you already know, but club members will have a separate penalty game than the casual participants. I thought as much. What's the gist of it? The winner gets to give the losers 1 order each. Contrary to how simple it sounded, it was a terrifying eventuality, the subject of which no one could predict. Damn you, Mion. Was she really planning on parading me around Hinamizawa in cat ears and a banana hammock with a tail attached or something? The look on Mion's face told me she wasn't going to let me off that easy. On top of that, this time, it wasn't just the person who finished last who'd have to submit to the penalty game. The losers get 1 order each. In other words, even if you don't finish last, you still have to do a penalty game. That'd be the case. What about if there's no winner? Like if all the club members drop out midway through? Ahahaha. Ch.1, are you alright in the head? What? The look in Mion's eye became that of a lion bearing its fangs. How exactly are the elite members of our club going to lose to some mewling newborns? Ch.1, don't embarrass me by getting eliminated in the first round. Even so, I didn't feel threatened. The more into it my opponent was, the stronger I would become. You just wait and see. I won't just sit here and be bullied by you, Mion. I'll show you. We shall meet in the finals. Anyway, I'm gonna save it there. Oh, I got a trading card, bro. What? And the trading card is literally her sister, bro. So yeah, it didn't even matter. Double trouble. Prepare. How did I not get a trading card for the chapter 1? But just launching the game, I got a fucking trading card. That's crazy. Prepare for trouble and make it double. Team Rocket blasting off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight.